Hey guys, welcome. This is Just Math, y'all, and today we are going to look at order of operations and simplifying expressions, I think. Or no, evaluating expressions. Okay, so let's jump in. Okay, so evaluating expressions using order of operations. Now, order of operations is one of those things that everybody thinks they know, but they got to get really picky about it. And this is one of those things that on social media, everybody gets wrong. So that's what they fight over. It's an order of operations problem, and it's a problem on social media that is designed to trick you. I'm not here to trick you. Let's go over the order of operations real quick. Okay, so first of all, the P. The P stands for parentheses. And basically it's parentheses or other grouping symbols, because parentheses are not the only grouping symbols that there are. So now if we look at it, there are some other grouping symbols as well. So you've got parentheses, but you also have brackets. Okay, but those aren't the only ones. So a radical box, that could act like a grouping symbol, because technically you could put like 2 plus 7 in there, and there's these understood parentheses. This has to be done. This is like a group together. And so the little radical does that. And also a fraction bar. So a fraction bar also can be a grouping symbol. So like if you had 3 plus 6 and say 5 minus 3, the numerator is kind of grouped together and the denominator is grouped together. So it's kind of like we have these little understood grouping symbols. So they're not parentheses in there, but they're understood. So the radical is a grouping symbol. And same here. It's an understood parentheses when you have a fraction. So parentheses are other grouping symbols. That's the P. The E stands for exponents. And some people have an R in here, and or roots. Okay, because exponents and roots, you could have exponent or roots in here. And so exponents, just a reminder, if you did 3 to the 4th, that means 3 multiplied together 4 times. And if I multiply that, I'm going to get 9 times 9, which is 81. So 3 to the 4th is 81. And that's what exponents are. That little 4 right there, that's called an exponent. Okay, so now here's where it gets tricky. The MD. This is multiply or divide left to right. And this is where we have issues. And the AS is add or subtract left to right, which means if this division comes first, you do it first. If the subtraction comes first, you do it first. So say you had 48 divided by 12 times 2. Okay, so you do the division first. Yes, because left to right, the division goes first. So that would be 4, and then times 2, and that would be 8. You have to do them in the order, and that's where people mess up. Same with the adding and subtracting. So I've got a couple of examples here we're going to go through real fast. So this first one, again, stop the video. Now's a good time to stop the video, copy down what you need to copy down, work the problems by yourself, see if you can get them done, and then you'll turn the video back on and see if we got the same answer, because I'm going to go pretty quickly. All right, so we're going to do parentheses, don't have any. Exponents, got one. 2 to the 3rd power. 2 to the 3rd power is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. Here's my scratch paper. I generally have scratch paper in my margins. So there we go. 2 to the 3rd power is 8. So that's 8. And then I'm going to bring down this other stuff. All right. So no exponents are done. Then I do multiplication and division. So that's my multiplication. Do I do it and bring down the stuff I didn't do? And then I'm going to do addition and subtraction left to right. So I'm going to do that one first. And I get 36. Okay, now this one on the bottom, again, same thing. We're going to do the exponent first. 4 to the second power is 4 times 4, which is 16. And then write down the things I didn't do. And then left to right, do the subtraction first. 23 minus 16 is going to be 17. And 17 plus 5 is 22. I hope that's right. Okay. Now this one over here, this last one, we have a division. This fraction is a division. Fraction's always been division. And so I'm going to do the numerator one, and I'm going to do the denominator because they're grouping symbols. So I'm going to do the numerator, and then I'm going to do the denominator, and then I'm going to divide them. So here we go. Parentheses first. Inside the parentheses, I've got an exponent. So I'm going to do 9 minus 1, which is 8. So I did that first, and let's copy down what I didn't do. Okay, remember this right here, that's multiplication. 3 times 8 is 24. Okay, and then 33 plus 24 is 57. Now that's my numerator. Remember, that's my numerator. Now I'll do my denominator. Multiplication first. And then 20 minus 17 is 3, so that's my denominator. And now I'm going to do the division. I have to do 3 goes into 57. All right, and you may or may not know how to do it. You can do it on paper. You can do it on your calculator. I don't care. But just for the sake of doing it, I get 19. Okay, so the answer here is 19. So I did the numerator because it's a grouping symbol, the denominator, and then I did the division, and I get my final answer is 19. Okay, so make sure that you can be able to explain in writing the order of operations in detail. And PEMDAS is not enough. You need to be able to say parentheses or other grouping symbols, exponents or roots, multiplication or division in order from left to right, addition or subtraction in order from left to right. If you leave out the in order from left to right, you will get this question wrong when you have to write down the order of operations. Hope that helps. And we're going to come back with the second video to do the second part, which is section 1-2. We're going to do some evaluating expressions. Back in just a minute.